Bharat Mata ki jai. Lokesh Jindal, let's begin with you. क्यों पड़े हो चक्कर में, कोई नहीं है टक्कर में? You heard the chants. You know, the Congress party has snatched defeat from jaws of victory.
Well, unethically, immorally, everything is possible. Presently, we are seeing democracy at an all-time low. Pradesh, horse trading, all forms of manipulations, threats via ED, IT, all forms of incitement given to the MPs, MLAs, so that they can switch sides. Now, this is the absolute disregard for the voters, for the democratic ethos. And I do not know whether Supreme Court Election Commission, when they are going to wake up. We have seen what happened in Chandigarh.
Before you reach the Supreme Court or Election Commission, let me just remind you, Mr. Soma Shekhar cross-voted. He voted for the Congress party in Karnataka. Which agency threatened him? And what will you say on that? So just think about it. Think about it. I'll bring you in. Let me bring in Smita ji. Needs no introduction. Smita ji, good evening. Good to have you. What do you make of this? Look what's happened in Uttar Pradesh. Cross-voting in Himachal Pradesh. The Congress's lone candidate Abhishek Manu Singhvi has lost.
Yeah, I think this thing about, peril of democracy, it is cash and power that comes to play. You know, I can understand if this is said by a millennial or something like that. But when it is said by some people who have seen cash for vote scam happening in this country, when they have seen bags of cash opening up in the parliament, those people should not now talk about, this is a new phenomenon. So, you know, this antaratma happens in Karnataka. Conscience seems to rise only in Karnataka, whereas it is power play in Himachal. So this is par for course in this country unless there is some drastic reforms which happen, and hopefully they will happen, because it is not a healthy thing which happens but it is a loophole which is there in our system of cross voting. So, you know, you can call it conscience or you can call it absolutism, because there is no whip that is issued in Rajya Sabha polls. So if this has happened, it's happened. Why couldn't the Congress keep it together? And the Congress should have known this, more importantly, Pranesh, when the decision was taken to make Suku as chief minister, despite what the MLAs were saying at that time. You remember, it was yet another decision taken by the Congress High Command which has come to bite it in the posterior. So it is not something which they should have known also, that Vikramaditya ji being in Ayodhya was a signal. They should have talked to the mother and son, placated them. They should have placated those MLAs. They should have seen these signs. But till, you know, the water doesn't glow over the head, till then there is nothing done, and just everybody waits in that Congress party. Everybody was busy in something like the Yatra instead of keeping only North Indian state that was in their control. Even that they are losing now.
Lokesh Jindal.
Or maybe losing.
Pradesh, the Chandigarh example is there in front of all of us. It was a clear, even Supreme Court has lashed out to the BJP government. I mean, it has lashed out the manner in which the democracy is being subverted.
No, what has Chandigarh got to do? No, 1 minute. You're confusing issues, you know. Now, what happened in Chandigarh is for everyone to see. But Chandigarh has got nothing to do with this. Answer the question Smita Prakash just asked you. You knew that this would happen. You ignored it. न्याय यात्रा पे चले हैं, कांग्रेस काडर के साथ अन्याय हो रहा था. You could not hear their voice.
Pranesh, the constitutional setup is heavily tilted towards the center. I mean, there's absolutely no way.
Then how have you won in Karnataka, Lokesh Jindal? क्या बात कर रहे हैं, sir? You won 3 seats in Karnataka. How have you won if everything is so tilted towards the center?
No, the resources, authority, all of them that are bestowed upon the center by the Constitution. It requires the center to utilize these resources within the ambit of constitutionalism.
I don't know what to say. What resources have you used or the Congress has used in Karnataka to win 3 seats of the 4 seats? वहां क्या यूज
Now,
किया आपने?
Pranesh, the question is straightforward. Are we going to give sanction or give it a norm?
Nobody, in
happens?
fact, Smita ji said it at the outset that this must change. But till it changes, it is for all parties to exploit. This is politics we are talking about.
So don't you think the center can come out with appropriate legislation, and rather than exploiting the loopholes that are there presently, don't you think
ये
some
अभी
form
आपको
of measure
रिफॉर्म
must
की
be
याद आ रही है?
taken?
You were in power for 10 years.
So do you think that this gives a license to the present dispensation?
Okay.